I like to be very aggressive. I'm gonna go for Burrow. So we're gonna do Prairie Banelings game 1, start things off a little bit wild. If he walls off, we're gonna transition out of it. Actually, no. No, we will burrow under his third base, if that's the case. And hope that it just disrupts his flow a bit. We just won't commit to any aggression with it, so it'll be like, okay, keep burrow, but delay the Baneling Nest really hard, and you know, go straight to like mutas behind it or something. Cut some greedy ass corners essentially, and hope we don't get Nitixed. Nitix is a little out of vogue right now, so that's kind of the thing which I'm gonna be. Like I said, I know nothing about Nitix really. I follow him on Twitter because I think he's quite funny, but I don't actually know what style he'll play or anything like that. So, who knows? He's like, you know, he'll Nitix me 3 games in a row. I'll be like, okay, this is the Nitix guy. I know for next time, you know. All right. So, because we're doing the Prairie Baneling opening, you want to build 2 drones and then immediately go take a gas right on 1 minute. Because you need your second batch of 100 gas to come out. Oh shit, come on, spawning pool, dude. Sometime today. It's not the worst spawning pool timing. It's okay, it could be worse. You want that second batch of 100 energy to come in, so you can start burrow just as your queen pops out in the main. So your third base usually ends up just a little bit delayed here. This is the build we beat TLO with in warm-up after he beat me 3 games in a row. Just because he was so surprised and he kind of froze up a little bit. Started making some silly mistakes. Let's see. Yeah, I'll build 2 lings. 2 lings, ling speed. So I normally build 4 with this, but let's go 2. Try and be a little more efficient with our droning. Oh, that's an interesting. Okay, maybe he's one of these like overly conservative Zergs, and that's why he whines so much. Oh, hello. Oh, what the hell? I did not realize there was another drone popping out there. Oh well.
Your queen's ready for orders.
If it takes orders.
Now remember, there could be some pretty fierce Baneling timings to follow this up, but we are purposefully cutting corners against that. To be greedy. Purposefully. Yeah. I think we get there in time. And his ling speed's late, so... He's going roaches after this. Okay.
Finished evolving something.
I guess.
That's a very quick roach speed, isn't it? Yeah. Oh my god.
Your Zerg are picking a fight.
They do that.
Okay, we've blocked his third, which is real nice. See if we can find a Nitix worm here.
The enemy has met your Zerg.
In a hostile way. Your queen's ready for orders.
If it takes orders.
Your base is under assault.
Your Zerg sniffed out the enemy.
Your Zerg are picking a fight.
They do that. Your base is under threat.
Drones are taking a beating.
Ouch!
Evolution complete.
Enemies strike at your weak fleshy drones.
Your Zerg are picking a fight.
They do that.
They're attacking your base.
Ooh, so serious.
A mineral field is gone.
Oh dear.
You've mined a whole cluster.
Nothing left of it now.
Your drones are taking a beating. Your Zerg are done mutating.
Intriguing.
I still don't know how he spotted that, by the way. So that's worrying. You're like, I have no idea how he even made that pop up, man. See how many roaches he's got.
The enemy has met your Zerg.
In a hostile way. finished evolving
Yeah,
something.
he's got really good upgrades.
Yes. Your Zerg sniffed out the enemy.
Your Zerg are picking a fight.
Ah, they do that. The enemy has met your Zerg.
I think I just ran my mutas on top of those spores. Oh my god.
You've mined a whole cluster.
Nothing left of it now. You mutated something properly.
Good work.
Your Zerg sniffed out the enemy.
A mineral field is gone.
Oh dear. Enemies strike at your weak fleshy drones.
Mineral fields depleted.
The enemy has met your Zerg.
In a hostile way.
Your Zerg sniffed out the enemy.
I never used tunneling
Your
claw
drones
roaches.
are under attack.
Your Zerg are picking a fight.
Ah, they do that. You mutated something properly.
Good work.
The enemy has met your Zerg.
In a hostile way. You finished evolving something.
I guess.
Run! Oh, hello.
Drones are taking
That's
a beating.
fine.
Ouch!
Let's go.
Your Zerg sniffed out the enemy.
Get him, boys.
Your Zerg are picking a fight.
Ah, they do that. The enemy has met your Zerg.
In a hostile way.
Enemies strike at your weak fleshy drones.
Your Zerg are picking
The start, I think, was actually going pretty fucking good for me. But then I accidentally just started going like, shit, how do I use roach muter to break someone? It's been so long since I've been forced into this many roaches. The second snipe on my third was bad, and then we let those Nitix worms pop up a little bit more than they should have. It's good to know. So that was pull first just into like 2 base, insanely fast lair +1, and then Nitix reactively. So unfortunately not the sort of player you want to play burrow against at all. It did fuck up the openings, which is always good, but you want to do more than that. So I'm trying to remember what the second map was. Map 2 is Nightshade. Yeah, so these guys want to really clean the opening up. So it's kind of good to fuck up the opening against someone who plays like that, because they're not playing the active micro-focus Zerg versus Zerg. It's also something where I'm way more impervious to lag. Than a lot of these guys. They're not as used to it as me. Now he might go Ling Bane on this map. If we do end up in roach mute, I just gotta commit to those roaches a bit harder and faster. I kept building extra muters and then canceling them, and then I built extra muters because my muscle memory is all upgraded mutaling. That's my fucking style. But I purposefully did not want to play it there against someone who's all in me with Nitix worms and queens, because that can go very badly for you. So well played by him. Needed to scout a little bit better to try and see that Nitix worm ahead of time. If I was mentally prepared for that, it would have been much simpler to deal with. So of course he might just do the 12 pool. So we're gonna go 17 hatch, 16 pool. We're gonna do that build, and then we're gonna try to do just YOLO off the back of it. Just a simple all-in, execute it tight. If he's got a really good wall off and stuff, he can hold. But even a small mistake and he will lose his wall and be breached. And if he's not doing that style, then, well, that's okay. At least I will have put the pressure on, done a decisive Ling Bane flood, and tried to win with it. There won't be any transition if that doesn't work. Obviously, I'll try to go muters, but we won't make it there. He'll hit with a sharp timing attack. No, we'll go upgraded Zerglings afterwards. That'd be the best comeback tool if it fails. Oh shit, I went 18. Ah, no! Too much planning ahead. I didn't map it out before the game started, and then I forgot to go. That pool was meant to be down like 7 seconds earlier. Shit. So now if I see lings and drones coming through the map, I am gonna be having to out-micro a guy who is really good at StarCraft. That's the second Overlord though, so we are safe. So this opening is actually better for me then than what I was planning to do. It's what we call accidental lucking out due to not having your build order planned out, and you're trying to think of how you can punch up against a superior player while also making sure you're not easy meat for the one build in the meta. That is very scary. Which a lot of people use as a noob squasher. They also use it as a super sick Zerg player squasher, which is that 12 pool drone pool. Now, for me right now, like I said, we're going to go straight ling speed the moment we can, holding that down, bam, 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 bam. We're going to go bam, bam, bam. We will replace that drone there. First drone that pops from the natural, out to the third base. Very typical, standard play. Now, I'd like to keep me vision up here.
Your Zerg sniffed out the enemy.
Your queen's ready for orders.
If it takes orders.
Well, you hatched a queen.
The enemy has met your Zerg.
In a hostile way.
He did the exact same build.
Your Zerg are picking a fight.
They do that.
I don't think he can get out of here. I think we got the queen. I think he's dead.
Your Zerg sniffed out the enemy.
Ah, he's actually being aggressive as well. Okay. I've got more overlords than I will ever need.
Your base is under assault.
The enemy has met your Zerg.
In a hostile way. Your Zerg are picking a fight.
Ah, they do that.
Your queen's ready for orders.
If it takes orders.
They're
Your
attacking your
Zerg sniffed
base.
out the enemy. So serious.
Got it.
Won.
Yeah.
Matthew, you have some competition.
So he really likes this pull first 6 Zergling opening. Not sure if it's a noob killer where he's like, so just keep me safe, it'll kill you. But he seems to want to do that every game. Nightshade Simulacrum, Eternal Empire. So Eternal Empire will be the last. No, we already played Simulacrum then. Alright, let's go. I was very surprised by those early Zerglings. I should have realized with the hatchery timing. That it was pull first and it was the same opening. Doesn't matter, played into my hands anyway. The fact that he was following up with a bit of Ling Bane aggression, and I think we looked completely fine. 1 minute pee break. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys, give me 1 second. We're gonna have a really quick pee break. Look at some kittens. Back in a sec. He's ready. Let's go. We're going to match his weird opening with a weirder opening. I am worried about him.
Time to go.
Let's see what you can do.
I'm worried about him early pulling. So I'm pretty bad at responding to that. So we're just going to block his hatch and check if he's early pulling at the same time. He's going hatch first. So now he's been forced into a pull first opening. Question is, did he take gas? He did. And just as he gets the money for it, we come in.
Drones are under attack.
And we'll block it. He's super triggered. Awesome. So this was my way of both staying safe and at the same time trying to just fuck up his opening and throw him off. Something he'll never play against. No one on the EU ladder would pull a drone to block your hatchery. It's crazy. And that's why we've done it. That should have been an overlord. Well. Overlord there. The natural's going to finish at the same time anyway. So I think we should be okay. Yep. And then we're going to go straight into, once again, a big Lingbane bust. Keep it simple. No need to overcomplicate things. Thank you very much for the subs, guys, earlier. I really appreciate that.
Well, you hatched a queen.
I'm your queen, Matthew.
So he's doing a really aggressive play again.
The enemy has met your Zerg.
In a hostile way. Finished evolving something.
I guess.
Wasn't expecting him to go so committed with
Your
this.
Zerg sniffed out the enemy.
Really all in. So he's a much more aggressive Zerg than I realized. Obviously, we're kind of catching on to that. We should have left the queens on the ramp there. We already had a backup baneling nest building, so if we could have just got that up, you know, we did have a chance of hanging
Your
on.
drones are under attack.
He was on about 17 workers, so this is like even faster than the kind of ones that I had thought might come out. I was very surprised by this. Okay.
Your base is under threat.
Really well done. GG, well played.
A loss?
Yeah, he did this off. Actually, no, it was 20 drones, right? Sorry, it was 20. I'm miscalculating because just one on the natural equals 20. Yeah, it's a good type counterattack. I was up 7 workers. I should have built a spine. I was actually, because when I saw him come out, I was like, maybe I should put a spine down, and I was like, nah, I will be right. But if we put a spine down here, that would have been amazing. Yeah. Oof. Also, if we actually defended the Bane Nest. Now, obviously, this is actually why I normally have a rule, which is Bane Nest always goes in the main. If you're up against a gas pool where this could happen, where they could do a Ling Bane bust faster than you can have your Bane Nest up. Bane Nest always goes in the main, and then you're fine. So if we'd done that, we would have been good. Because he can't sit there and hit the hatch. Even if he does, you've got a third hatch going up. Like, you're so far ahead. But the Bane Nest at the front was the big mistake. In hindsight, I actually had to pull down and fight, even potentially with these drones. Now, that was a good drill with those drones. We did lose 5. I thought we'd get them both through in time. I thought we were going to bait the Banes onto him and get away just before they got hit. But, yeah, really, and then that queen needed to just stay on the ramp. We already had a Bane Nest rebuilding, and all those Lings, if all my Lings went to backstab, I hold the ramp with both queens, and then when this is, and we just keep making more Zerglings here, build another Bane Nest, like, we would actually be fine. Unfortunately, we did lose one of the Lings on the other side of the map. The idea was to have both hidden in the corner, so a minute from now, 2 minutes when things stabilize, those 2 Banes run in and kill all his shit again. GG, well played to Nitix, though. The fact that, you know, he had to be so aggressive there was awesome. I feel really good about that. And I do think we fucked with his opening a good bit. Because the thing is, he went pool gas reactively. So this was not the fastest gas pool timing. At the same time, what I needed to take into account there was, even though I knew that wasn't a fast pool gas, I was like, this gas timing's shit, man. He's fucked. Like, this is a shitty opening. Look how, and then his hatch goes down almost a minute 30. I was like, what a bad opening. You got to remember, I have literally pulled a drone across the map from the very start. My hatch is a few seconds late. Me gas and pool are both 5 seconds late. You know, there's a flow-on effect where all my stuff is a little bit late as well. Yeah. So because of that Bane Nest started at 3:30. Holy fuck, pig. Okay, that's obscene. That Baneling Nest timing is just way too late. I didn't realize it was that late. Yeah, that's lazy as fuck. That's very lazy, that Bane Nest timing. We could have dropped that a lot earlier as well. If we dropped it right on time, would have been crossing our I's, dotting our T's. Crossing our I's and dotting our T's is what we did, in fact. Did you notice he didn't have a third? I didn't actually have my Overlord there. Yeah. The thing is, he's, you know, it's not until you see Zerglings. Can you go third before a Bane Nest versus gas pool hatch? Well, it wasn't gas pool hatch. It was pool gas hatch. This gas is 15 seconds later than a normal 16 or 17 gas. That's a very late gas. So that's part of why I got a little bit greedy there. I was like, you wouldn't do a Ling Bane bust off this. It would be too bad. Because I know he's a lot better than me. So, you know, we're cutting a lot of corners there. But, oh well, GG's. Poo-poo happens, and he did take me out. The better man wins. GG, well played.